Patriots, it's Chris Dorr with the North Carolina Firearms Coalition, and I am here with an update for you on where things stand in Raleigh when it comes to the fight for your gun rights. I'm going to jump right into it. This General Assembly has wasted enough time already, even though Robinson inflicted major damage to the whole Republican ticket last November. North Carolina gun voters delivered a veto-proof Senate and a House that is just one vote shy of the exact same thing. That means that the opportunity is right in front of us to pass permitless carry, override Governor Stein's veto if he decides to do that, and restore gun rights in North Carolina. But instead of coming out of the gate swinging like Trump is doing in DC, Republican leadership seems to be taking the scenic route to La La Land. So let me lay out the opportunity here that we have in front of us. Right now, we have two bills: House Bill 5 in the House by Representative Kidwell and Senate Bill 50 in the Senate that would eliminate the unconstitutional requirement for law-abiding gun owners to beg the government for permission to get a handgun or to carry a handgun concealed. It's the law of the land in 29 different states already. The good news here is that Senate President Phil Berger himself is a co-sponsor of Senate Bill 50. Historically, he's been a major opponent or an obstacle to passing pro-gun bills. He is a co-sponsor of it this time, which means the votes are there for this bill to pass. The bad news, both bills, Senate Bill 50 and House Bill 5, are sitting in the rules committees for each chamber collecting dust. No action, no committee hearings, no votes. We haven't even seen any excuses, just inaction. So let's take a look now at the strategy here for just a second, because this is important. And let me remind you, Republicans have the votes to override a veto in the Senate, and we're just one vote short in the House. That means if a Democrat is sick or out of town or simply not paying attention, or if a certain legislator corrals 4 or 5 of them and gets on an elevator and then hits the stop button, we can override Governor Stein's veto and make permitless carry the law. But that only happens if these bills get out of committee and to the floor for votes. That's why it's time to take action. Like I alluded earlier, President Trump isn't sitting around in Washington waiting for permission to fight. He's taking action every single day. He's taking the fight to the enemies of freedom instead of sitting there waiting. So too must the North Carolina General Assembly. Gun owners did their job in the last elections. Now it's time for Phil Berger and House leadership to do theirs and pass permitless carry. And that is where you come in. We have set up a pre-written email campaign that will go directly to both the House and Senate Judiciary Committees, insisting that they move House Bill 5 or Senate Bill 50. Honestly, we don't care. I think Senate Bill 50 is probably a little bit better written right now, but we don't care. If House Bill 5 comes out, we can run a little fix to it. We need to get these bills out of committee and onto the floor for a vote. So please click the link below, sign your email, and tell them no more delays, no more excuses. Pass permitless carry now. And after you've taken action by sending your email, you guys are going to be brought to a donate page. NCFC is a donor-driven organization, and sadly, we don't have a mega donor like Michael Bloomberg that underwrites us with a couple $1 million every year like he does for his gun control group. So if you can afford to chip in $20, $50, $100, we will put it to use fighting for you in Raleigh for your Second Amendment freedoms. Thank you for watching this video, but more importantly, thank you for taking action. I'm Chris Dorr with North Carolina Firearms Coalition. Stay vigilant, stay armed, and stay free.